Hello everybody, how y'all doing? We're back for some more of this survival world. I'm feeling a little, way too confined. I'm kind of thinking about destroying this house, because I never got around to building it. But I'm also thinking about making this into more of an industrial feel thing. I got this blast furnace working on smelting some infernal ore. But what I think I want to do is... I have 2 shulkers at the ready. I can make that 3. And what I want to do is, 1, I want to set up a storage room. A really good one. And 2, I think it's high time that we get moving on making the slime farm. I know I said I would do time lapses of this, maybe, but I still feel like it's much better if I just do it on cam while being able to speak to you. I also want to go up to the Aether to see what sort of spawn we have, because that's got me really curious right now. I don't really care about dying in this world because we already cleared the dragon. But yeah, as you can see, we are full up on pretty much all the chests that we have available. And I haven't made the effort to put any more down because I'm very lazy when it comes to doing stuff like this. But I got big motivation right now to do something. So we are going to bring our cobblestone 2 stacks with us. We're going to go up to the Aether, see what kind of spawn, and then we're going to come back down. Oh, we are right at a gold dungeon. That is a really bad spawn, actually. Ugh. I will say it's a better spawn than what I got in my hardcore world, but it's still actually terrible for us. I'm curious if I can mine all these things. Again, just to see what sort of spawn we have. I think this looks fine. There's plenty of stuff to do down there. And I'm seeing new trees that I didn't see in my hardcore series. And I keep mentioning it, so... that'll be starting soon. This Aether definitely looks more populated than the one I have in my hardcore series. Interesting. A lot of gold trees over there as well. Alright, let's head back down. And take a rest. I'm still sort of considering just getting rid of all the willow trees around this area, but I gotta figure out how dense of a place I want my storage to be. I just finished making this tungsten shovel as well, from the ore we got in the finale episode. I think somewhere over here, because I also want to make a furnace array. For the chest room, I'm thinking we need it to be... I would like to have some automation in there. So we need to make it a little bigger than I would be able to do. And we'll go ahead and line it with specific blocks when we actually get ready on building. probably stand to have it be an odd number of blocks as well. But is that worth it, though? It might be, considering I don't really care about walk space in here. When I say automated, I mean having hoppers and like tubes connecting to certain chests. Just at the top so I can chuck things in if I want to. I also want to make a furnace array like I mentioned. So we'd probably back this up a little bit. Something like that would be fine. This probably isn't a job for the hammer, but get back up there and let's dig it down from the top. Truth is, I'm probably going to need to expand this heavily later. I really hope you all are enjoying the Minecraft stuff. I still haven't been able to break myself away from this too much, but this is the most recent motivation that I just got. So, yeah. I forgot about the height. That is so satisfying. I made it incorrect again. I'm still waiting to find a really big vein of something. It would expand across many chunks. Wow, we've got nearly a stack of coal out of that. That is actually super interesting and funny. And cool at the same time. So that, I want the Amazonite. Definitely stand to have more of the cobblestone here too. This is why I keep saying I gotta get more space so I can actually store all this stuff. Not too worried about that. God, this stuff takes forever to smelt. Okay. Did it again? Might be more wise to go up here. And do it from, like, here. I still don't really have a cursor to show me what block I'm outlining. I think that's a error on my part for installing some of these mods, but it's just so weird. I would love to find a massive iron vein. I think my iron problems would be solved for at least a couple days. Okay. And then, yeah, something like that. Not bad thus far. If I want to be one of those people, I should probably dig this down, like, a lot. That little bit alone already took, like, 8 minutes. So, I'm looking at this from a logic brain sort of standpoint. I can stack the chests up very, very high already. I'm thinking... make a floor? It's another project we have to do later. Let's defeat a wither. I think what sort of floor would look nice here? I think I could probably start with a cobblestone line. So that's... I have to punch this wall out one more. I'll probably make it look good. Or like, at least fit all the things that I want to fit. I don't think I meant to do this back wall again, but I suppose one more isn't gonna hurt it that way. The orientation of the chest is going to be a big thing, because we have to sort all this stuff. Into sections. This is the way I want to do that. This. I get really going, I don't think you're going to be able to see the cobblestone much unless if I choose to continue building with it like that. Well, I'm really thinking this through right now, so I could probably use those giant stone bricks a bit more. Too similar, but yeah, okay. That seems simple enough. So I can go put a bunch of that stuff on smelt. I can't use it in a blast furnace to do all that though, which really sucks. I hate it when those things show up right there. Gotta explore those too. But the catch with them is you cannot get back out until a rift shows up so you can escape. So that kind of sucks. So I guess we're just waiting. Start putting some chests in though. Totally planned. That's silly. I'm thinking, 5 tall should be good for what I'm going to need. There's going to be a side for building materials. And the other side is just going to be for generalities. And I think I have plenty of chests where I'm able to just plonk stuff in as I please. Now the partial automation, I'm just going to dump things into these chests for the time being, but everything's going to have hoppers. And I'm just going to be like, I'll probably have a few chests up top so I can just chuck the items in there when I don't want to organize them too much better myself. It'll just be a really simple system. You know, I could probably label it with a sign or some other cheap jank. I'm gonna need to make even more chests so I can go get iron and turn that into hoppers and then actually line all this stuff up. So the idea with the hoppers up top is I can slab over a treasure chest like this, and I can have the hopper pulling from the chest that I have above said slabs. That way I can just make it easier, and I can just, again, I can filter things in. It's the same principle with a lot of other stuff. So for now, we're just gonna keep doing this, and we're gonna build up all the general materials that we have. There's a really interesting biome that I found called a Red Rock Valley, and as the name suggests, there is red rock in it, which is a very good-looking desert material that I really want to build with. The problem is I have to get over there, and I have to bring my... I have a bunch of shulker shells, because we collected a bunch in the previous episode. They're right here. So I could literally make them into something right now if I chose. And they all take up an inventory slot, so I can't really do that without overloading myself. So that wouldn't be a really smart idea. Let's drop that in there. Did I bring a bunch of iron ore back one of these trips? Or was I seeing stuff? That doesn't belong in there. But there's also no space. So the Fowlite stuff can actually be made into a block, and we can actually smelt that. Or we can use it as fuel for smelting, I mean. Where's Amazonite? We do need to work with the Tritarium dust, though. I can make a new armor piece for the Tritarium gear. I don't think I want to do that right now, though, because I already had to remake my boots. Because they had like 4 durability points on them, and I picked these up out of the end raid we did yesterday. So yeah, that's always nice. Dust. I was collecting it. Yeah, block of Fowlite, that's what I was talking about. So I can plonk something into... It's olivine. I guess we'll leave it out here for now. Now, the furnace array that I'm thinking of, it's going to be a lot of blast furnaces, but it's going to be... I'm thinking it should be probably the same amount of blast furnaces as it is regular furnaces, with like a smaller setup of smokers at the back. Trying to think of how I can do this, because I can also automatically dispense the items into chests if I need to. It takes a lot of hoppers to do all this stuff, but I definitely don't have enough iron to be doing that, so I really need to consider finding villagers and getting an iron farm running. And we're looking on time right now. 23 minutes. Nearly 24. That's not bad. I could be dragging my feet less, though. I think we'll keep it simple. Let's just fill in all this with the heavy stone bricks. I'm clicking too fast. Keep digging all this stuff out. This doesn't need to look too glamorous. This is literally just a storage vault thing. I can have sort of a stairwell thing going on here. It would probably look nice if I wrapped it around here and had it like fall down, so to speak, with another stair. Because I can stair block here, stair block, stair block, stair block. We wouldn't have to do too much getting this all done. It's going to be real funny if I finish the general outline of this before we do anything else, building-wise. I should probably get all the blast furnaces into order as well. Alright, that side's lined. Another good major build that I would probably be doing would be the farm. I'm thinking I should probably get on that soon too. That's really easy because we just have to till a lot of things. We do also have to light everything up. God, this shovel's cutting through everything like butter. I love it. I love this ore. Why would you place it behind me? Hello? So many hoppers. I'm not going to be able to see a little bit of the heavy stone bricks, but I'm still going to use them all around so we can get that feeling. So we'll wrap this around. Actually, we could probably use a stair here. Come down here. Fill this in first. All right. And lo and behold, we are out of heavy stone bricks again. Fabulous. But most of this should be ready to go. More before I can do any more of that. think we could have like a wall of chests worth for each of the relevant like building materials that I'd ever use. I'm not sure how much dirt I would be willing to keep around though. Because again, this area is for building blocks rather than other things. And I still have to get back here to place hoppers. So we'll close this area off first. Then we'll close the same opposite side as well. Okay. It's not looking too bad though. We can take a little bit of a breather on that. Probably figure out a spot for the furnace array real quick. Probably have it be connected. It could be in a little room down there. That would make it even in here. Now I can actually make it, I can have a step down a little. And make it more of a hideaway sort of pod thing. Actually, maybe I'll just do 9 and 9 of everything. I'm trying to remember how it needs to be set up, because you have to have a hopper going into the top of the furnace, into the back to load it up with fuel, and you have to have one below to drop it into a chest. So it's 3 hoppers per furnace. 27, 54. I'm gonna need so much iron. Oh my god, why did I choose to do this? Yay, iron. I'm definitely gonna need to go mining after this. Just for time's sake. I think this is gonna be a 3x3 instead. So that keeps with the general odd number here. That is stone. And I should have had my Silk Touch pickaxe on me. Well, when you're free moving all this, I guess it's kind of typical that it would actually just happen here or there. All right. I think I just got a really interesting idea. So this is still going to be up here. to match with all that. We're going to go around with the cobblestone. Put some of this other dirt back into place. Like so. And then we can come in here when we have more of the heavy stone bricks. I'm probably just gonna do like standard bricky stairs or something. Heavy. I can also just do standard cobblestone stairs. I don't have a stone cutter handy, so I'm going to have to wait until I get more cobble. Yeah, I think that looks nice. And then we can maybe do... say like right up the middle here. We could put stone brick steps going off for some difference in the texture. And it would match the walls better. Oh, I should probably make a stone cutter. Let's plonk that there then. So I can't cut the stone bricks into place. I think 5 was the number we needed. Am I correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay, so I need 3 more of those. The blocky texture fits, I think. But this is Minecraft, so you can't really get too overly fancy with things, I would say. But then again, to a lot of the people that I've watched build stuff in this game, I am a novice. And I don't feel one bit a bad way about that, so... yeah. Alright, so... my thought is... do we do a 7 by 7 by 7 or a 9 by 9 by 9? We only need this to be like 5 blocks tall, I think. Because then we can just have chests that load the items in. I want that to be visible. We just have to open up the skyway for a minute. However much am I gonna ever need? I think I'm gonna go 7 by 7. For at least the furnace array. I forgot how to make a smoker. I forget how to do that. I should say I need it to be at least 5 tall. Standard tungsten. That's funny. Okay, we can drop some more of this dirt away. I think... yeah, I need to go put more of this into the furnace because we're going to need a lot of these stone bricks. Look at me forgetting exactly what I just said. So let's grab some cobblestone and let's make a bunch of these furnaces. So 7, 14, 21 is the number that I'm gonna need. No, what am I am not a math person if it was completely obvious. Is 21 correct? Because 28, 35, yeah. Ugh. I'm losing it here, everybody. Now we need 28 logs. Is that right? And then for the blast furnaces, I do have 2 here already, so we can make 5. Smooth stone. So 5 times 3, we need 15 of those. Stone paper, that's different. How do we make... Love it. I suppose I could just put this down then. Time check. 45 minutes. Gotta love it. I really wish the standard blast furnace didn't take so much iron to make. Because, like, for me, 5 is a lot. So I'll continue to dig this out a little while we wait for more stuff. So, in line with this, I need to stop doing that. I'm not even placing them correctly. What is my issue tonight? I might need to get a new mouse because my clicker, my right click is really, like misfiring whenever I try to click it. It's really weird. I am about out of time, unfortunately, so just it's kind of funny. This is most gameplay I've done. Just building something. Low-key, I'm really just still considering cutting down my entire house. Just doing something different because I'm doing it again. Just gotta make sure I get these like loaded in correctly, because I'm a real stickler for wanting everything to face the same way when I'm doing this sort of thing. Okay, we still have some spare chests. So I'm thinking I don't really believe we need to come down as much as I just pushed a little. So we could probably do this. Same stair thing would probably apply here that I could do, but I really gotta think about space, so I'm probably gonna have to punch the walls left and right at least 2 more blocks out. I think I'm about done with on-camera stuff for the time being, though. So I'm gonna work on this, so I'll be able. I'll probably see about finishing up what I was trying to do, but I need to get a lot of iron, and that's going to take a while. Unless I can magically get a villager over here or something. Am I missing something? Oh. Okay. So we got our blast furnaces in order. And I think that'll do it for this post-end episode of Minecraft. Not bad for about an hour. So thanks for watching. Do stay tuned for more, and I'll be back in the next one, probably with more stuff built. I think next time's project is going to be working on the farms, the legitimate crop farms. I'm probably going to keep that small, and then day 3 of this, I think I'm going to find a place to start my Majora's Mask build, and I'm going to start lining out the clock town at least. I don't know how much of this is going to be on camera, but just look forward to that, because Majora's Mask is going to take forever and probably all of my focus time. So, yeah. Happy trails, and see you then. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.